Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Aq, and I welcome you to a level 60 mage guide. Holy shit, this thing is fun. I have been messing around at level 60 for ages. Like, you guys know it's my favorite PvP bracket, you guys know it's my favorite PvE bracket. You guys are probably wondering why I'm not playing Nostalrius yet. And yeah, I mean, I am. Except it's taking for fucking ever to level. So yeah, I have a level 60 mage twink. This is probably my most progressive twinks. I had 3, I leveled up my druid, so now I only have 2. My death knight with 300 enchanting, fucking rep. I farmed all of those materials by myself. Kind of proud of that, even though I probably shouldn't be, because, I mean, come on, we can just buy them off the auction house. But yeah, I'm here to talk about BIS gear for your level 60 mage twink. Now, first of all, disclaimer, we're not talking traditional level 60 twink, we're talking vanilla twink, which means I'm only going to be using items available in vanilla. With enchantments, it's a different story. If you want to be competitive in PvP, you need to enchant your gear, and so I'm doing it, and pretty much everyone's doing it. I will show you just how strong enchantments are in a second, and yeah, you will probably deem with me that enchantments are a bit too strong. So yeah, first of all, I will like to mention like which instances are the best for you to run. The best instance for you to run altogether is most definitely Blackwing Lair. Pretty much all your gear comes from Blackwing Lair, or the best gear. There's some weird stuff coming from weird places, but other than that, yeah, you've pretty much a decent raid is Blackwing Lair is probably the best you can get. So, first of all, this is actually not the PvE set. Let me just quickly hop over. Note to PvP, 3-piece set bonus. You should be getting that. You should be getting 3 pieces. It increases your stamina by 20, which makes you a whole bunch tankier. And the sets are also like not that terribly bad. Plus the reduced cooldown on Blink is nice. I wouldn't go for the 6th set though, because there's things that are just fucking better, you know? Anyway. So, disclaimer, I'm not yet BIS, okay? Let me just... So yeah, I'm gonna go just item by item, slot by slot. I'm gonna be telling you what the best and the second best item is for that slot. So, first of all, best item in your head. Circle of Flame is simply the best. The on-use effect is actually really good for arcane mages. If you have those 10 seconds to channel into mana, it's pretty decent. Next one is Eye of Flame, which, honestly, I have devoted a lot of thought to the head slot, actually, because there's three items that could fit there pretty well. First is the Circle of Flame, the second is the Eye of Flame, which I'll flash up on screen, obviously. It's a random world drop from the Blasted Lands, and it's really hard to find. It's also a transmog item, so you won't get it cheap, sadly. And it's not the best, so I wouldn't really recommend it. It has more spell power than the Circle of Flame, but it has less critical strike chance and stamina. It also has a bunch of useless spirit. But, next item, pretty easy to get though, is Mishundere, Circlet of the Mind Flayer. It sacrifices 2 intellect. Just 2 intellect from the Flame Crown here to give you a bunch more critical strike chance. So yeah, the trade-off here is 2 int for 4 crit chance. So yeah, the Mishundere might be pretty good. I personally, it fits the set pretty decently, but I personally like the Circle of Flame, one for its visual, and second because it gives me more flat spell damage. If I were playing Fire though, I'd definitely opt for Mishundere because crit chance, simply. Your necklace. Your best in-slot necklace is the Choker of the Fire Lord. This is the thing that I actually have. Yeah, it comes from Ragnaros and Molten Core, and it's actually really good. It doesn't have any critical strike chance on it. It's a pure spell power necklace. And if you decide for the second best item, which is the Amulet of Vecnalash, you will lose 4 spell power and 1 stamina, but you will gain 0.6% crit. And I've decided in my calculations that 0.6% crit is probably a bit worse than 4 spell power and stamina. But yeah, I have it enchanted up with versatility, which bumps my versatility up fucking massively. Like from 0.9%, gave me like 2% versatility. Just that enchant. Really good. Next up, for your shoulder slot, the best are the Plagueheart shoulders from Naxxramas. These are purchased on the black market auction house. There's a 10k starting bid, and they're really good. They're really good. They have a bunch of crit on them and a bunch of intellect. They're the same as Frostfire, except they give +5 crit instead of +5 spirit, which are, spirit is really useless, so don't get the Frostfire shoulders, and +2 stamina. Second best is the Mantle of the Blackwing Cabal from Razor Gore the Untamed and Blackwing Lair. And the fourth best are Enigma shoulders, which I'm wearing right now. Those are pretty shit, but yeah. Mantle of the Blackwing Cabal actually gives like +4 int on this and +2 stamina instead of +7 haste. So yeah, it's your call whether you want Enigma or the Mantle, but in my opinion, Mantle is the best choice because it just has more spell power. Haste is not that important. You can see I only have 2% haste for my gear, so yeah, haste meh. Next up for the cape, you have only 2 options for your cape, well 3, but there's best items are the Cloak of the Devoured from Cthulhu in Temple of Encourage. He's pretty much the best cloak in the game for us casters. And the second cloak you can opt for is the Cloak of the Broodlord or the Hide of the Wild, which is the second best cloak. The Hide of the Wild and the Cloak of the Broodlord do have the same stats, except one comes from Nefarian Blackwing Lair, and the other is simply crafted by leatherworkers. So it really just depends on what your resources are right now, if you're a leatherworker and stuff like that. So, next up for your chest slot, the best is the crafted Robe of the Archmage, preserving its legacy. Best in slot in Classic, best in slot right now. Just amazing, man. Fucking love that thing. I sadly do not have mine crafted yet because my tailoring level is not yet 300. I'm working on it, okay? I'm working on it. So yeah, the second best, which I do not recommend you invest in, is the Frostfire Robe. Once again, purchased on the black market auction house, starting bid 10k. Don't recommend, because the Archmage Robe is better. It's just straight out better, and it doesn't cost you 10k. It's pretty much free if you can farm all this stuff. But yeah, next up, Robes of the Battle Guard, which I do believe I actually have in my inventory. I do not. Do not, sadly. I have the Triumvirate Robes. Robes of the Battle Guard, from Battle Guard Sartura in Temple of Encourage. They're just the option while you're waiting for your Robe of the Archmage or Frostfire Robes. Yeah, next up, your Bracers. I have really shitty bracers right now, like, mate, really, really shitty. So yeah, the best are Frostfire Bindings from the Black Market Auction House, once again, starting bid 10k. Don't know how many people will bid on these, so this might be an easy purchase for you. Well, easy, you're still going to shell out probably 50 to 100,000 gold for them. But yeah, relatively easier to get than the others because, of course, it isn't completely visible in your transmog. But yeah, next up are the Burrower Bracers from Oro in Temple of Encourage. These are just like the thing you get if you don't have Frostfire Bindings. And there's also 2 other bracers I'd like to mention, which are the Shackles of the Unscarred from Assyrian the Unscarred in Ruins of Encourage, and the Bracer of Arcane Accuracy from Broodlord Lashslayer in Blackwing Lair. Now, the Bracers of Arcane Accuracy are best in slot for fire, and the Shackles of the Unscarred have +7 haste instead of the +6 critical strike chance on Bracers of Arcane Accuracy. So yeah, Frostfire Bindings are still best in slot for fire, by the way, but like, if you're choosing between Shackles of the Unscarred, Burrower Bracers, and Arcane Accuracy, you should probably get Arcane Accuracy. Yep, next up we have Hands. So, Darkstorm Gauntlets from Cthulhu in the Temple of Encourage are simply the best. Nothing really better. And the next are the Hands of Power, a surprising rank 2, because it's a blue. It's a blue. It's a blue item from Quartermaster Ziggurat in Blackrock Spire. Yeah, surprised me, but yeah, they are actually much better than anything else other than the Darkstorm Gauntlets. Next up, we have the Marshals or General Silk Gloves. If Blizzard ever fucking fix Spirit and bonus armor, these will actually be pretty decent in PvP. But right now, they're literally just plus 17 and plus 22 stamina. You can ignore all the stuff and the equip effect. Because, yeah, Mana Shield is still in the game, right, guys? No. Jesus Christ, stupid Blizzard. Oh my god. Anyway, next up, another BIS item of mine. So for your belt, the best is the Eye Stalk Waist Cord. It comes from Cthulhu in Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. You'll be surprised how many items come from Cthulhu in Ahn'Qiraj. Like, oh my god, so many items. And, yeah, it's really good. Next is the Belt of the Archmage, crafted with 300 tailoring. I wouldn't even bother like getting it because the Eye Stalk waist cord is just pretty easy to get. But if you can't get your hands on the waist cord, I would definitely invest into a Belt of the Archmage. I mean, Runecloth isn't really hard to farm or anything, so might as well. Anyway, for your leggings, or legs, first, rank 1, leggings of the Black Blizzard from Assyrian, the Unscarred, and Ruins of Ahn'Qiraj. They're great, yeah, they're really good. And rank 2, leggings of the Festering Swarm from Battleguard Sartura and Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. Yep, I have these, pretty good, they're just a stat stick, really. Well, stat legs, I guess. Anyway, for your boots, the best boots you can get are the Enigma boots from the tier 2.5 set in Brood of Nostromo neutral rep and Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. Pretty easy to get. Really, just run Ahn'Qiraj twice and you should have them. Or once. I got mine after my first run. So yeah, if you get Scarabs past 2 and everything, you can get them in run 1. And the second are the Boots of the Epiphany from Emperor Veclor in Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. They're just, I don't even know why you'd get these because these Enigma boots are so easy to get. So yeah. Anyway, for your rings, I don't have any best insult rings actually. So yeah. Your best rings are Ring of the Fallen God from the quest you get when you kill Cthulhu. And next is the Ring of Swarming Thought from the Prophet Scarum and Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. Those are simply the best rings. Get those too. And if you want some other choices for rings, I've got 2 other rings selected for you, which are pretty easy to get. First is Ring of Spell Power. It is just a spell power ring. It's literally what it says. It's a ring of spell power. It just gives you a bunch of spell power, right? Nothing else. Not even stamina. Nothing. Not even armor. Nothing. It just gives you plus 22 spell power. Literally. Also, it actually gives you plus 22 intellect, so I would start a petition on GoFundMe and let's just like give money to Blizzard to change it to Ring of Intellect. Like, it doesn't give spell power anymore. It's a fucking sin, Blizzard. So yeah, it drops off Gehennas, Lucifron, Sulfuron, Harbinger, or Shazra and Molten Core. That's 4 bosses! That's 4 chances for you to get the ring. And yeah, as I already mentioned, note to the Ring of Spell Power. Obvious ring is obvious. So yeah, the last and final ring, which, I mean, I don't even have it, and I'm probably going to go off and get it right now after I finish this video, is the Signet Ring of the Bronze Dragonflight with the Path of the Invoker, which you can get simply by getting exalted with Brood of Nosdormu. I think I'm exalted with Brood of Nosdormu. I'm not sure. Might be, might not be. It's really, like, not a good ring. It just has Spirit on it, because the Invoker, well, it used to be merged. Like, casters and healers had the same ring, which isn't that good of an idea, because Spirit doesn't work anymore for us, right? Jesus, that's a stupid decision. Yeah, Trinkets now. I love level 60 for the trinket variation, especially in PvP. You get to choose a lot from trinkets. But yeah, there's the best trinket, hands down, the best trinket is Mind Quickening Gem. 5-minute cooldown increases your haste by 240. I'll show you in a second just how fucking ridiculous haste numbers you can get when Warsong procs, plus this, plus Icy Veins, plus like fucking everything. Yeah. The second best trinket is Neltharian's Tear from Nefarian and Blackwing Lair. It's like bunch of crit, really good trinket. It's just a stat stick though, so yeah, no added effect. Next up is the Vanquished Tentacle of Cthulhu, which I do indeed have here. It's the Hentai Tentacle. It's pretty cool in PvP. It doesn't really pull that much DPS in PvE, and you have to run into melee to use it. Actual data, how much damage it does around 10k damage per use, so per 30 seconds, which is, yeah, 10k divided by 10 is 1000. I'm dividing it wrong, but hey, probably like 300 damage per swing, not that much. In PvP it's really hilarious though, because yeah, you just pop it down and everyone just gets really confused because there are huge tentacles raping them. Yeah, now for weapons, something that actually, like, when I was doing the theory crafting, it like kind of shocked me. But yeah, this is the best installed weapon offhand setup. Azure-Song Mage Blade, Therazane's Touch. Yeah, how you get this is you go to Molten Core, you kill Golemag the Incinerator to get your Azure-Song Mage Blade, and then you just go to Alterac Valley or Hillsbrad Foothills and purchase this fucking branch for 50 honor. Congratulations, you have the best weapons in the game. That's really how easy it is. I'm also shocked at how fucking easy it is, but it is. And yeah, if you can't get the Therazane's Touch for some weird reason, the simulated second best choice is Azure-Song Mage Blade plus Talon of Furious Concentration. Also good for fire because the Talon has a crit chance on it and Therazane's Touch doesn't. Anyway, if you can't get your hands on the Azure-Song Mage Blade, I would recommend the Sharpened Silithid Femur from Viscidus in Temple of Ahn'Qiraj. He's the optional boss, make sure to freeze him and then crack him and I don't know, just yeah, kill Viscidus because he's in pain in the ass, but that's probably why nobody really has a Sharpened Silithid Femur, but I do. I'm proud. So yeah. Staves are actually surprisingly shit at level 60 because of the static spell power boost. The staves only have plus 111 spell power, whereas the Azure-Song Mage Blade has 112 for no obvious reason. The Azure-Song Mage Blade also has like much better stats than most staves. It's really weird. The Azure-Song Mage Blade is really, really good. And plus, since the new, change you see here, where 1 intellect equals 1 spell power, Therazane's Touch is single-handedly the highest intellect-giving item in the game for level 60 because it gives you plus 33 intellect. That's a lot. But yeah, now for the actual practice stuff that we all like doing. We're gonna attempt to proc Warsong right now. Gonna buff up. I don't even fucking know where I bound my Arcane Intellect. There we go. So now, I'm gonna start hitting this thing until my amazing thing procs. Oh, there he goes. Boom, boom, boom. So yeah, cast time on Frost Bolts, 1.2 seconds. Not bad. Look at how fast it's casting. It's beautiful. But yeah, you can actually pull out some sick numbers. Right now you see I'm doing 2k burst DPS on average. If I actually used my freeze thing, I could probably get way more damage, so yeah. General DPS, how much DPS you're going to be doing is Frost. 1.1 to like 1.5k. Depends. On luck, mainly. But yeah, as Arcane you will be doing much more damage, and I can showcase that later, but currently all my cooldowns are on cooldown, so yeah, sadly I won't be doing that much damage. As you can see here, the Vanquish Tentacle did 10k damage. Average hits for like 0.7k. But yeah, that's about it for me this time, guys. I have another video like planned for you, but that'll wait. That'll wait because my game time's running out. Got some work to do IRL. And yeah. Hope you guys have fun holding this fucking branch. Doing max DPS at level 60. I'll see you guys next time.